Hello, today I'm going to be unboxing this TrustFire Mini X3. It's a flat light from TrustFire. It's got a laser and it's got a bunch of stuff. So let's just crack on and get in this box. All right. It's got a plastic wrap. That's kind of unique. You don't really get those on flashlights too much. So here's the box. Got TrustFire Mini X3, 3-year warranty apparently. Type-C rechargeable, 1050 lumens. It's got a button. What the heck is up with that? Oh, does it lock it in place? Hold on. Oh, it does. What the heck? Why is there a lock on the box? That's weird. There we go. Okay, so comes in these colors: black, titanium gray, army green, midnight blue, and then the desert yellow, which is what I got. It's not really yellow, it's more like tan. And some other stuff, if you want to pause. All right. We got the manual. There you go. If you want to... I don't really like when people show the manual. It's like boring. Just read off all of the things in the paper. Okay, this pull, there's a pull tab here. It could be a bit longer. I can't really get it, but thankfully that corner went up. And there it is. Oh, it looks really nice in person. Shiny brown. Okay, hold on. What else is in here? You got this piece of plastic. Not sure what that's supposed to be attached to. I feel like this was supposed to cover this area. Yeah, I don't know. That's strange. Because there's one on this one. It's hard to grab these pull tabs. They don't really function according to what they're supposed to do. Okay, so there's that warm light. It's kind of got like a TIR thing going on. Not really, but I'm sure that lens makes it more floody. And you got that nice deep carry 2-way pocket clip. It flares up. It flares up right here under this, which is going to make it really easy to slide in. I'm going to do more comparisons later, but like just to compare the clips real quick, you can see on the Workos HD1, the clip just goes straight, and it's so hard to slip it into the pocket. You really have to just like pull it and then slip it in. But this one, it should just slide right in, which is nice. You got that switch there. It feels really plasticky and cheap. Yeah, I don't really like that. It looks fine though, but yeah, it does not feel great. And the floppy doodle. Doesn't really want to sit down, does it? That's not good. Come on, get in there. Alright, well, it seems fine now. It does not inspire a lot of confidence, though. Which is a shame, because I was really looking forward to this light, but it seems to have kind of some cheap details. Just first impressions, though. We'll see what happens. Okay. And we do have a tail magnet, I believe. Let me check that. Yes, indeed. Tail magnet. I think it looks fantastic. I like this shiny ring around the button. I think it's great. So let's try and see what the modes are. Okay, that was weird. I think it might be locked out. Also, I didn't look at what this was. I'm assuming it's a charging cable. Let's see. Yeah, Okay, I don't know why this came inside of another bag. It's a little excessive with the packaging there, TrustFire. Little unnecessary amounts of plastic. Let's see. Okay. Instructions. How to operate. Alright, the front button is the on-off, and the side button can be... Oh yeah, I forgot there's modes. So it's in laser mode. Why is it blinking? It must be locked out. Or it's low battery. What is this? It says UV. What about this one? Oh, that's the bottom light. Yeah, it's definitely locked out because it's not staying on. Lock. Double click the button to lock. Wait, when the device is off. Okay. Double click. There we go. Now it's on. Okay. So then we switch to, that's the front light. It says UV here on the side. So I'm wondering how to swap to the UV mode. And then of course, slide it to the laser, get the laser. What the heck? Okay, this is interesting. So I'm pushing the button and the laser's not turning off. Let me see. Oh. Okay, so the button does not turn the light off. That's weird. How do I turn it off? Oh, you gotta hold it. Oh, that's a nice light. Okay, so you hold it to turn it on and off, and then you push to cycle through. That's different. Okay, let's do, what is this? Okay, and then the laser. And then you hold it. All right, how do I do the UV? So it says push it to the UV and push and hold. Ah. It looks like there's only one brightness level for UV though. It's not changing power levels. Interesting. Okay. So a quick hold is regular light. And then from off, a longer hold takes you to the UV. And you gotta hold it again to turn it off. I'm not sure how I feel about the hold for on and off. Usually hold is for moonlight, which, I don't know. The good thing, ow. What the heck? The good thing about hold for on and off is that you don't really need a lockout mode. And also you're not gonna be accidentally turning this on because look, even if you do click it, it doesn't turn on. But it's hard just to even click it because the button is kind of squishy. Like, it doesn't want to depress, even if it's flat, like smushed up against something. You really have to get your finger in there to turn it on. Which is cool. I mean, it's safer for a pocket carry. You're not going to accidentally turn it on. It is kind of annoying to push and hold for everything. But, so I wonder if I can do, okay, so you can swap. So from the main light, if you hold it, it turns off and then it turns to UV. But if you're on UV and you push and hold it, it just turns off. It doesn't go back to the main light, which is interesting. Let's see. There is a version of this, I believe, that has a red light instead of UV, if you need a red light version. I did not get that version, though. Let's see. It's IPX6, so like rain or splashes, or you could like rinse it off under the faucet, and you should be fine. This is not super secure. Like, especially just from doing that, it opened. So I can imagine if you like sliding this into your pocket, you might like roll it up. This is not a good flap. I'm just gonna say it. It's a bad flap. But I guess it's fine. It's like the bare minimum. But yeah, aesthetically, this looks like really nice. It looks pretty. Now let's do some size comparisons since I've been rambling for a while. It's hard to do size comparisons with magnetic lights because they push away from each other like that. But just line it up there. You can see the arc feld, it's a little bit shorter. This is just the base arc feld with the laser. It's not the arc feld pro. Let me stand up. So the thickness, it's about the same. The height, it's actually a little like this way. It's a little bit longer or wider. Just a smidge. But yeah, the clip, I actually don't really love two-way clips. I see how they can be useful, but I always get this thing caught on stuff when I'm walking around because you have it in your pants, right? But this part is out. So if you bump something, and I've had this happen, like this is a real thing that happens. It's not just, I'm just speculating. This catches on stuff and it gets bent out and you have to like bend it back, or it can even break off. I've had one break off. So I don't love two-way clips, but as far as two-way clips go, this is a gooder one. This is a good one because it has this incline right there, so it should slide super easily in. Like I said, this was my main complaint with the HDL1. Let's do a size comparison with this one now. So the HDL1 is basically designed to be identical in size and shape with the arc feld. It's basically a clone. I don't want to say clone. It's it's very different, but it's basically a clone. It's a competitor. How about that? It's a competitor. Size-wise, I think the HDL1 is a bit fatter. Let's see the length. They're about the same height. The length, this one is longer. And I also have the Streamlight Wedge XT here. You can tell I like tan. So I'm going to include the button there. It's a little bit longer. Let's see if I can get all these together. Oh, the magnets make this really difficult. Here, let's see. Come on, play nice. No, they don't. What is going on with this? I'll put it upside down. How about that? Actually, I'll put it really upside down. There we go. Okay, so including the button. There you go. So yeah, these are. I'm loving that there's now options for flat lights. Like Olight doesn't own the whole market now. It's good that these lights are coming out. There's a few things about this that can be improved. I really love this sparkly tan. It's so pretty. I'm probably going to be carrying this one around. I've been carrying this around, but there's a few things that I don't love about it, such as the clip is the main one. But I'm going to try this one out and see how I like it. So the main complaints for me, the flap is not good. It's going to fly off at even like a teeny bit of agitation. And also the button, the way that it clicks just feels super cheap. Feels like a little toy or something, like a plastic toy. If they made this button sort of like this, I mean, it doesn't have to rotate, but just like the feel of the actual button. I don't have a Streamlight, but just like a harder plastic or like because this plastic feels so cheap.
But the rest of it looks so nice. So it's kind of like disappointing that it would fail on the most important. Like, this is the interface, you know? You're going to be using this more than anything else. Well, unless you only use one kind of light, and then you're just going to be using the button, which I actually like the button. Thumbs up for the button, TrustFire, because it's not recessed, but it also doesn't, it's not going to get accidentally pressed. And if you do, it's not going to do anything. So I like that. The hold for on, it's kind of controversial, but I think personally I like it. But yeah, these two. And also the packaging is kind of extra. Like, you don't need this much plastic. Even these ones didn't come with like 3 extra layers of wrapping. It's a bit wasteful, but those are my initial thoughts. Again, it might change over the course of carrying this. This might not bother me at all, you know, after a couple of days, but just very first knee-jerk reaction. I do love how it looks, though. It's gorgeous. Yeah, there you go.